Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, everybody. Happy New Year. My goodness, it's 2026. Happy New Year's, ladies. Come on in. I'm so excited. Oh, my God. It is 2026. It is January the 1st. If you're on or if you're looking at this in a restream, hey, let's celebrate. We made it over another year, 2025. Whatever it was. And now we're in 2026. Welcome, everybody. Dr. Linda H. Scruggs, your host here at Sheroic Speaks, where Black women speak out loud and unapologetically. I am so happy that we made it over. I am so happy that we saw it through. I am so happy that we made the course. I am so happy that you're able to join me in this beautiful conversation. We're going to have a great conversation tonight. I'm going to tell you now, it's a new year. No pressure, no resolutions. It's about being present. This year, I'm talking about you being in a presence, being present with intent. I want us to talk about honoring 2025, whether it was weird, crazy, whether it was hard, whether it was life-changing. I want to give ourselves permission in the midst of all that it was to continue some of the great things that we did. I want us to give 2025 some grace as we enter in 2026. I saw earlier today on Facebook, they had a video where you can sign up and you're given an image where you're saying goodbye to 2025 and hello to 2026. Well, I don't want you to say goodbye to all of 2025 because I know I had some loss. I had some family loss. I had some financial loss. I had some challenges in 2025. But I also started some great thinking in 2025. I started some great planning in 2025. I met some wonderful people in 2025. And I know you did too. So I want us tonight to talk about how do we go into 2026 with grace, some new starts, but also not letting go those pieces that we need to continue to work on. So whether you're live or you're in the replay, I just want you to know you belong here. This is the right moment. We're going to be talking, having great conversations. I see ladies are already coming in. Thank you for coming on in. I saw Alicia and a couple names pop up. Thank you, everybody. I want us to start talking about just for a couple minutes. In this new year, we often are unrealistic. How many of us have created unrealistic expectations in New Year's? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. All of us have done it at some point. Tonight, I want us to release from the idea of unrealistic things happening. And things don't happen overnight. I want us to be realistic in what our expectations are for ourselves. Not what other expectations folks have given us, but I want to talk about our own self expectations. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. We have many of us, I'm 60, many of us have spent decades coming up with resolutions and all those other things for the new year. Before we go into all of that deeply, I want to ask you to take a moment, take a breath. Ask yourself, what do you want to carry forward from last year? Drop it in the chat. Drop one thing you want to carry forward from last year. I'll tell you one thing I want to carry forward. Um, I started building sister circles. And not just because of Sheroic. I think because I started sister circles is how Sheroic came about. I've never been close to a lot of women. And I've gotten to the place where I desire sisterhood. So one of the things that I'm going to carry in is intentionally not having small 2 or 3 sisters. I'm going to intentionally look to be consistent in bringing women with me, not just knowing them, bringing them with me, and that means I'm going to trust differently. I'm taking into 2026 an intentional point to break the shackles. I had shackles on me that did not allow me to trust. And I know 2025, I was able to unlock some of those shackles. So I'm taking trust and sisterhood into 2026. It's getting bigger, it's getting better, it's getting sweeter. I love it. I seen a couple of people say being more consistent, being timely. I always tell folks I'm a military brat. Oh, I need a new sponsor in recovery. Y'all heard Margaret say she need a new sponsor in recovery. Reach out. I love that. What are we into 2026 with intent? That's what we have to do. We have to be committed and we have to do things intentional in 2026. I'm going to talk to you a few minutes about realistic expectation and setting some goals tonight. We're going to go through I'm going to invite y'all, if you don't have, get a journal, get your book, a piece of paper. You're going to need some pens tonight. I'm going to ask you to participate with me. And, Sheroic happened to fall on New Year's Day. I think that we didn't plan that. I just realized it, right? So let's start the year off planning together. Let's start the year off planning together and how we're going to do that. So we don't have to start from scratch, y'all. Ain't y'all glad? Ain't nobody here no newborn baby. We're starting off with experience. We all are coming into this new year. We've come, whether you're 25, you've been 25 New Years. Whether you're 55, you have 55 New Years. Whether you're 75, you have 75 New Years. We have life experiences that's going to help us this year. So I want us to take a breath. We've already talked about what we're carrying forward from last year. I want us to start off talking about how do we begin to align ourselves, right? It's the top of the year. I don't apologize. You guys know I'm a Christian. So part of my Christian space is spiritual alignment. But even if I take out my spiritual space, how do I just align myself for the year coming forward? I ain't no psychic. I don't know what 2026 got in store for you. I ain't getting ready to tell you if you do this, this, and this, you're going to get a new car. You're going to get a new house. Oh my goodness, somebody's going to hit the Powerball. I can't tell you none of that. But what I can tell you, if you begin to align yourself, I learned this even before my Christian experience. The universe will align with you. I start off the year with a fast. I start off the year to fast. I'm gonna invite you, if y'all want to fast with me, if you've ever done a fast or you haven't done a fast, come and fast with me this year. Do a fast. I'm doing a 21-day fast. It's the Sheroic Sister Fast if you're gonna join me, right? January the 4th through the 26th. If you want to fast with me and you want some materials and you want some links how we're going to do it, you guys know, email us at Sheroic at ribbon3.org, and we're going to send you some materials about fasting and how to fast together. Let's get into unity And let's be covenant sisters as we're going through this beginning year. I know somebody said fast. Oh my goodness, what does that mean? No, that does not mean you cannot eat for 21 days. You can't eat. Somebody may only choose to fast 3 days a week. Somebody may choose to fast 1 day a week. Somebody may choose to fast one meal a week. But if you email me at Sheroic@ribbon3.org, I'll give you some ways that you can be part of the Sheroic fasting as we're aligning ourselves with some of the goals that we're going to set. We're going to set some goals in a few minutes. Part of doing that is we're telling the universe that we have scheduled time to be with it. We've scheduled time to sacrifice ourselves to become emotionally, spiritually, and mentally ready for whatever 2026 got to give us. So whatever 2026 got to give us, we're going to be ready. Whether you're on the 21-day fast, whether it's 3 days a week, 1 day a week, or one meal a day, we'll talk about that. Email us, and we're going to talk about how do we affirm each other and how do we align personally this year. Now, folks who know me, some of y'all been on fast with me before Sheroic. You know, I try to do this a couple of times a year because it's important to remind the universe and to remind ourselves. You know, I know some sisters this past week did vision board. I was in a vision boarding experience. Vision board is okay. You like what you like. That's good. And I did one, but I kind of like small goal setting. Vision boards to me are big and they're in distant spaces. Often we think distant spaces. One of the things that I want us to do this year is to slow down and give ourselves grace. I think that we don't often do that as Black women. We're often trying to supersede someone else's agenda, someone else's expectation. I want us to slow down and do things a little different this year. So I'm going to ask you to let's get ready to talk about setting some goals. Do y'all got a pen? You got a paper? Go get your pen or your paper. I'm going to give y'all about 30 seconds to go get a pen and paper. Go get something to write with. If you got a journal, it's the new year, you get your journal. Let's have a conversation. I'm going to ask you guys, as I said, this is going to be participatory. I'm going to ask you to write it down. I'm going to ask you to commit to it. I'm going to ask you, what did you say you was going to do? You can't do what I asked you to do. I'm going to ask you to do what you said you was going to do. So I know some of y'all are running to go get something to write with. And if you have something to write with already, and don't think your mind going to remember everything. This is another thing. For some of us, we're going to have to start writing as part of our goals. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Getting ready for a goal. You ready? All right. I think everybody got a pen. I think everybody got a piece of paper. I want you to write down, I want you to think about in 2026. We're going to start real small. I don't want you to come up with the goal that you're going to come up with and to be done by December 31st. I want us to create every month. I'm going to ask you to create a small goal. Because often, again, we're talking about realistic spaces. I want you to think about something that you can do in the next 30 days. We're going to be together again in February on the first Thursday. I want you to set a goal for yourself. Give yourself grace. You're going to get the college degree. You're going to get a house. You're going to open up a new account. You're going to get a spouse or a partner. Them are some big goals. But I want you to think very personally. What is something you're going to do in the next 30 days? And I want you to write it down. Write yourself a goal. What are you willing to do in the next 30 days that's going to help you? That's going to help you. Not somebody else, not the household. something you're going to do to help you. We always take care of the rest of the world, so that goal is going to happen. Don't go get your fingernails done. I ain't saying that. Something very personal that's going to help you. The first goal that I wrote down is that I am going to read 2 books in the next 30 days. I found myself being distracted and I'm not reading as much as I used to read. I ain't no big reader. I know how to read, but there's some studies I need to do for me, both spiritually, but also intellectually, because there are things happening around me. So I need to, in the next 30 days, I'm writing mine down. I'm going to read 2 books. Some of y'all done gave me books and I ain't read your books because I've been busy. So one of the things I want to do in the next 30, drop it in the chat if you're willing. If not, send me your goal. Send it to Sheroic at ribbon3.org. And we want to ask you, I'm going to follow you up. We ain't outing nobody. Some of y'all, I may ask next month to come on live with me and talk about how did you achieve your goal? What was it like doing something just for you? Often we don't do stuff just for me. That's the one thing I'm going to do for me. I enjoy reading. I listen to audiobooks often as well, but I haven't even been doing that as much. So this year, we're going to be setting personal goals. This is the first. Every month, I'm going to ask you to set a personal goal. So now this goal is set for this month. That don't mean in February, I ain't got no books to read. I got books to read, plus I got something else to do. I'll add another thing because knowledge is power. That's why I'm choosing to read. I need to spend more time both reading in my spiritual space, but also reading in my intellectual space. Reading is strength to our mind, it's knowledge to our body, and it helps us to grow in multiple ways. So, new year, new start. I'm starting with reading, I'm starting with my mind. Because when my mind is right, if my mind is line up, it'll tell my spirit and my body. It'll show the universe that it is well. While I see I want to do some time, 15 minutes of physical activities, 3 days a week. I love it. Physical activity. I'm gonna tell you, I learned something, Leisha. I learned something recently around physical activity. That don't mean you gotta run to the gym. That don't mean you always gotta be on the bike. That means you got to learn to move. All right, Margaret said I gotta get my A1C down with and this do that for you, Martha. I love it, Margaret. I love it. Work, move, activity. Even if you're just moving your hands, you're moving your elbows. What do something. Do something very important. I want us to use small goals. I want you to do something small because I want to trust you that you're going to win. Just for this month, just 30 days, the next 30 days. I want you to have a win. Sometimes our goals are so big and they deflate us. So I want you to have a win. And I want you to be accountable to yourself. Now, if you send me to Ribbon 3, to Sheroic at Ribbon 3, what you doing, we're going to be texting you. We're going to ask you what you need. How can we help you? We're going to encourage you. You can email and encourage me too. Linda, you read them books yet? We're going to be doing that because we are going to be our sister's keeper. At Sheroic, we will be our sister's keeper. I want you to go to another page. I want you to do something else for me. One of the things I love to do is some people are very creative and they can draw and sketch and things to that nature. Some of us aren't. So I want us to do something we all can do. One of the things I'm going to ask you to do this month as part of your goal setting is to doodle. Say, doodle? Yeah, doodle. I want you to doodle. One of the things I learned in therapy, you guys probably can't see this, is both writing and recording and doodling is therapeutic, right? Some people, when you're drawing and you're an artist and you're painting, that's different. But when you're doodling, there's a skill set that happens in your mind that releases endorphins that we usually don't use. So I want you to this month, I'm sorry, only this month, a couple times, get you a post-it, a piece of paper in your journal. This is my journal for the year. This was a gift for me. It said, be kind to yourself. This was given to me by Adrian. I don't know if she's with us. Adrian gave me this journal a couple years ago, and it says, "Be kind to yourself." And it's a perfect one for me for this year. But I want us to doodle, because in the midst of us thinking, if you find yourself worrying or you find yourself stressed and you can't sleep well, doodling is a great endorphin to help you slow down. It helps you to stay focused. So if you're in a meeting, you somewhere like, oh my God, there's too much going on, doodle. It is another tool that we can use to center ourselves, to be with ourselves, but also to open up new energy. So I want you to write down your goal, keep to your goal, but I want us to doodle a little bit this year. I want us to get into the fact that it's a new year, pressuring ourselves. We're slowing down when we need to. And we're going to talk about speeding up in a few minutes because everybody can't jump because it's 2026. But we're going to do some other very reflective spaces when we come back. I'm gonna take a quick commercial. I believe we're gonna be talking, show you guys a quick video. One of Ribbon has the legacy circle. And Joanna is one of our legacy circle women here at Ribbon. And I did an interview with her a couple months ago. And I just want to share with you a little bit about Joanna. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what she's talking about when we come back. And we're going to continue talking about it's 2026. We're going to take some stuff from 2025 forward, but we also are starting some new things. I'll be back with you in just a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go right into it. Is that okay? Great. So tell me, Joanne, go back with me in the early years. I'm gonna age both of us in this conversation. In 1983, I was graduating high school. What was it like? And I remember the headlines, the stories. What was it like receiving a diagnosis back there?
That's exactly what it was like. First of all, it was all over the TV. It was all over the media everywhere. And then when I went to get the test done, and they said that I was HIV positive, I remember like the bottom falling out of my life because everybody said that you were going to die when you had HIV, and here it was, me with the diagnosis. First thing popped up in my mind is that, oh Lord, I'm gonna die.
And it's so funny because we keep saying HIV diagnosis because in 1983 it didn't even have a name. So you're diagnosed with something that don't even have a name. And as you said, it was in the news, it was everywhere. Tell me, had you already began your transition as a transgender woman at this time?
I think I was transgender before I even could put a name to it. I'm serious.
I love it.
Because it was things that I was doing, how I was acting, that was contrary to the regular society of men and women.
Okay.
So.
All right. So Joanne talked about 1983. Oh my goodness, y'all. She was talking about receiving an HIV diagnosis in 1983. And I was sharing that I was graduating high school in 1983. Like, think back for a second. I wish you'll see more of that piece with Joanne, because I wanted you to go back with me. So we're in the new year. Go back for a moment to a time where we thought something was impossible. In that segment, Joanne is talking about how she thought it was impossible to live with HIV diagnosis. And I was talking about a time where the headlines and stuff was crazy about this disease. I was talking to one of my sisters earlier today via text, and she was talking, and Margaret, I saw talking about their ACA1C as well. Many of us are dealing with health issues, right? Dealing with another sister friend of mine, dealing with hypertension, just out of the chain. So when we're setting these goals, what seems to be impossible is some of us is even around managing health. And I wish you could hear more, Joanne. You'll hear more her story. We'll share that this year coming up, where she talks about taking control over a diagnosis. Because in 1983, y'all, unlike the HIV we hear about and we know about today, it won't no treatment, it won't no hope. But she talks about hope. I have some sister friends who've been dealing with diabetes for years. And I have one now. I have a couple of them that are on the new GP1 injections. And for the first time, they feel like, wow, I'm doing this thing. And I have a couple of sisters who've gone through weight loss surgeries or just through weight loss paths. And they may have started them in New Year's resolutions. Um, but as they continue, they're also finding out that treatment is only part of the process. A big part of this process is aligning ourselves with spirit spaces to how we can be consistent. Someone earlier said about being consistent. That's important, to be consistent in whatever we start. So whether this year you're looking to, Alicia talked about physical activity, physical movement, or you're dealing with, you're addressing health issues, how do we become more intentional in giving yourself grace in starting at it small? Nothing that we've dealt with have ever happened overnight. Whether you gotten a new diagnosis or you was diagnosed when, whatever it was, it didn't happen overnight. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time. What is it, Mary Poppins? A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. A spoonful of sugar is you creating reasonable goals for yourself, whether it's work related, whether it's health related, whether it's family related. We want to go into 2026 building with intent. We want to go in here, no pressure. I'm going to keep saying that because so in the modern technology, and as we, I mean, if you think back, some most of y'all may have been here in 1983 or 1993 or 2023. Every year there's more information, there's more knowledge, there's more technology. Everything is, you got to catch up. You got to catch up. Consider a time. What if we really tell the universe to slow down? And I'm going to create a path that I can manage. And I'm going to begin to delegate. I'm going to begin to trust. Remember, I said earlier about trust? I have to learn to trust people that they too may be able to help me. They too can take a piece of this. How much are you doing all by yourself? That's what we're getting ready to talk about now. Some of us so busy, raise my hand, because we doing a lot of what we doing without trusting the process of those who are around us that may be equipped to do it. I got a question for you. For you to slow down, for you to create sustainable goals and to reach them, what are you willing to release? Come on, women, help me help you help myself. For us to slow down, to read, for me to read these two books in the next 30 days, What are we willing to release? Margaret, I was diagnosed in 1992 in November also. What are we willing to release, ladies? What are you willing to release to get your goals met? I'm going to release some time that I be playing them games on the phone. I'm going to release and give people permission that I can trust them to do their piece and not have to constantly look to see is it happening. I'm gonna give people the deadline. I'm gonna give people what I part that they need from me, and then I'm going to the next thing. What are you willing to release to meet your goals? I saw someone earlier, I think it was Alicia, talked about physical activities 3 times a week for 15 minutes. What are you willing to do? Someone else I saw said, I need a new sponsor in my recovery space. What are you willing to do to get your goals met? I'm okay. I know y'all right. You hope you're writing this in your journal because you ain't got to tell me. I want you to at least write down what are you willing to do? What are you? I got another question, y'all. I got some quite. This is participatory night. This ain't just me talking to y'all. I want us because these are the things that I've already done for me going into this year. No resolutions. I ain't got no resolution. A resolution is the end to something. I am setting small goals because this year I want to win. I'm setting goals every month to make sure that in December I got a big win because I this year I'm taking. We breathe so much life into so many other people. Now I ain't saying I ain't taking care of nobody this year. I ain't saying I ain't gonna do that, but I am gonna say in 2026 I'm gonna spend some time with Linda. I'm gonna spend some time nourishing me. Got another question. How do you choose yourself without guilt? Because so many people are depending on us. What are you going to do to tell yourself, they okay, and not have no guilt? Because some of us take on self guilt when we look to take care of other people, when we look to help other people, and when we need to help ourselves. What can you say to yourself? What are you willing to say to yourself? I choose you. Linda, you don't have no guilt. I done what I needed to do. I said what I needed to say. If I had to go somewhere or take you somewhere, I did that. But I also have to take care of me. No guilt. Because many of us was raised in guilt. Many of us was raised with the guilty, you ain't did enough. You ain't give your sister none. No. Well, Nate needs something. Okay. Linda needs something. The children need something. The grandkids need something. The great grands need something. The neighbor needs something. The co-worker needs something. Give yourself, that's right, unapologetic time to enjoy 2026. I ain't asked y'all the big question yet. I'm going to ask y'all that at the end. Y'all want me? I'm going to wait till the end to ask you that question. Why 2026 is so important about being about you? It's because most of you went through 2025 and you really don't know what you did for you. So 2026, I want us to release something. I want us to not walk away with any guilt from taking care of ourselves. We've taken care of the universe. So many places in public health. One of my sisters, Dazan, always said, if you take care of women, if you do it for women first, you've done it for everybody. Why? Because we take care of everybody. We take care of the village. We are the village keepers. Many of us are so good at taking care of other folks. Most folks don't know how to take care of you. How many of y'all been sick and ain't nobody come see about you? How many of y'all been broke and ain't nobody know you needed no help? How many of y'all been in the emergency room and you had to take yourself and you will run and take everybody and get everybody there? It's not that they're not concerned about you. It's not that they don't love you. Most people don't know how to take care of you because you've been taking care of everybody else. They think you okay. But I'll tell y'all, I ain't always okay. So this year, I decided to do some okay stuff with Linda. I'm not always okay. And I have been in spaces. I'm like, well, where everybody at? I'm going through some stuff right now. I ain't told nobody. I told you I'm working on that trust thing. I got some stuff going on. I ain't told nobody. Because I don't know who can handle this stuff. Can you help me? I'm asking, part of my fast, I'm asking the universe to release to me who can I trust to help me with this one. It might be you. It might be you. I don't know. We're going to anchor ourselves this year. This is going to be a year of anchoring. This is going to be a year that other people are going to be uncomfortable with you. And remember, Black women, don't be apologetic about it. I was at church Sunday. Some of y'all seen me on church. And someone texted me and said, you said unapologetic from the pulpit or at church last week. And I did. Unapologetic. Because I'm going to be me. As I'm anchoring, the only way I can really be me is to anchor myself. And to be unapologetic don't mean that I haven't made a mistake or something's going on. Because there are times where an apology is needed. I'm not perfect. I have offended some people. I may have appeared to be rude to somebody, but maybe I didn't hear you while I didn't speak. I'm not often a rude person, but sometimes I can be snappy because life happens with me. So there are times where I have to give an apology, but I don't have to be apologetic. That's a different space. And this year, you're going to have to be okay with folks not being okay, that you're anchoring yourself and that you're taking care of yourself. Because as you begin to release some things, some people will become uncomfortable because you're not taking care of them in that moment. You're not making yourself all fully available for them. It's not that you're not available. You just taken your time and you reorchestrated the time. I want us to, at this beginning of the year, it's not a resolution, ladies. If you just came in, we are not creating New Year resolutions. We're creating small goals. We've set one goal that's going to do happen in the next 30 days. We got our journals. We already talked about to reach that goal. What are we going to release? You can't add something on top of what you already packed. You already packed. You know, you make a cake and they say pack down the brown sugar. Brown sugar, you already packed. So that means you have to take a little out to reach that small goal you have for the next 30 days. We're going to have to anchor ourselves. We're going to have to guide ourselves. I'm going to go back to the conversation of y'all who are going to be fasting with me. If you're fasting with me, you're going to get a guide. And it's going to be a guide in helping you to center yourself, to be well. It's going to help you focus. It's going to help you align. As I said, many of us spiritually fast with our church, with our mosque, and the different ways, the universe allow us to fast. But I want us to fast with personal intent for personal growth. I can't give you no sight. I ain't got no psychic dust. I ain't got no crystals. I ain't got no cards to tell you what's going to happen in 2026. But what I can tell you, if you align yourself up when the wind blows, because you have rooted yourself and you have gotten yourself focused, if the wind start to blow, I do know you'll be well. And the wind will blow, y'all. Life happens. Like some of you guys, I was crying this morning, y'all. Let me tell y'all this one. I was sitting in my family room by myself. Yesterday was my nephew's birthday. He transitioned in April. He would have been 48 yesterday. And I sat in my family room this morning and I cried. I'm like, how unfair, God. And God ain't answering me back. Because I asked him, why? And then I started listening to a video and he was singing. And I got warm. I got comforted. That wind blew the shackles off of my family. That tornado wind came and we had to stand strong like won't nothing happening. And many of us as black women, winds blow and we start standing like ain't nothing happening and we keep going on with life. Well, I'll tell you, that was a win. And this morning I reminded myself, it's okay to hurt. It's okay to cry. Life will happen. But because I'm aligning and because I'm trying to live with some intent, the wind will blow. But just like hearing Majestic sing that song, I love you, Majestic. As hearing him sing that song, I got warm because I heard joy and peace and comfort. So wherever happens to you, life, if you hit the Powerball, don't think life is going to be perfect. It ain't going to be perfect. I know a family that hit a lot of money a few years back, a lot of money. They so much in bankruptcy court and it ain't perfect, they done lost it all. Why? Because if you don't know what to do with life, you ain't going to know what to do in life when the wind blows hard or when the wind blows soft. But I want to invite us in 2026. This year, we're going to align. We're starting at the top of the year together. Ladies, I'm going to ask you to be with me. I'm going to ask you if you can fast with me. Text me. Don't forget to email me at Sheroic at Ribbon3. And you're going to, in a few days, going to start getting some information on fasting. Whether you fast the whole 21 days, whether you fast 1 day a week or 3 days a week or one meal a day, or you just say, I'm not going to drink no sodas for 21 days. However you want to do it, however you choose to align yourself, that's what we're going to ask you to do. That's what's going to be important. Ladies, our time is almost over. I want you to do one more thing for me. I want you to do one more thing for me. Um, I want you to commit to yourself. Not your goal. I want you to commit to yourself to be kind to yourself this year. To give yourself grace this year. That's what I want you to do. I got a couple of announcements. You guys, if you're not on our listserv, you may have missed it. Our magazine, Sheroic Magazine, dropped this morning. I know the team is going to put a link down in the chat. Sheroic, the magazine dropped this morning. It's our second issue. Please get it, look at it. We're starting a Facebook page for Sheroic. We're going to ask you to look out for it and our new IG page. We're going to ask you to sign up, be part of it. We're going to be talking to each other, giving you spaces to come and talk with us. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Sheroic Speaks. Before we go, though, got a couple more things. Y'all know we got to do the raffle. I got 2 minutes. I got a few more than 2 minutes. Forgive me. I got a few minutes. I want you to start dropping your name in the chat or in the comment. And they back there, they're gonna get your name. As I'm having the last few conversations, drop your name for the raffle. We've had some couple of wonderful winners with the raffle. We've been giving out T-shirts. I think we may have a gift card this month. I think I'm not sure. Let me stop. I don't know what we got. I'm erasing that. If you're live, please, please. Oh, thank you. You saw the magazine. We had some great Joanne. You saw a commercial earlier. Joanne is an issue in the magazine on Joanne. Thank you very much. Thank you. The necklace I got. Oh, you got okay. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. We got some great gifts for Sheroic. We're building out some of our brand space. Some of the things you would get may say Sheroic. Some of the things you may get may not say Sheroic. We're inviting some sponsors this year, so they're going to give us some gifts. And we're gonna be sharing them with you because we don't need them. We're getting gifts to share with you. So please drop your name in, and we will draw the raffle in just a moment. But ladies, as they're doing that with intent, if you came in late, we've asked you to create a goal that you can accomplish in the next 30 days. My goal was I'm going to read 2 books in the next 30 days. 2 books to build my spiritual knowledge and to build my intellect knowledge around my workspaces. 2 books, not 2 articles, not 2 research articles, 2 books. I'm growing intellectually this year and I'm pouring into me. The other thing I said I was doing is I'm carrying over from 2025. We asked ladies, what are you carrying over? The one thing I said was I'm carrying over my ability. I got shackles unplugged last year. Shackles around trust. I had some hard spaces with some women. In trust, I'm building out my sister circles. I want to grow. And I want my sisters to grow with me. I want to grow from my sisters. I want my sisters to pour into me. But you only can pour into me if I open myself up. So that's the trust space. I'm building out the trust factor that we can pour. So this year we're talking about what we're doing. We're talking about how we're going to do it. We're going to talk about what things are in store for us in 2026. I share it with folks. I ain't no psychic. I can't offer you no secret fairy dust, but I do know one thing for sure, 2 things for certain, that it's going to be a good year. Won't be a perfect year. I'll tell you, the fact that we made it over, that's a good year. The fact that we still got some joy, that's a good year. We've had some sad day 5, but I heard this last night, can't nothing take your happiness away unless you allow it. And I'm not allowing nothing to take my happiness away. In spite of some stuff may happen this year, we're going to have some crazy days, but I'm choosing happiness with intent. I'm going to learn how to give myself grace. I want to talk to you guys about grace. Last big announcement I think I got 2 big announcements. I got um, text messaging. Guys, we started a new text message. You want to be reminded of when we're going live, whether it's the monthly show or some of our small. If you want to be added to our live message text messages, please go email us at sheroic@ribbon3.org and you'll start getting text messages when we're going live. We ain't selling you nothing there. We ain't doing nothing special through the texts, only letting you know when we're live. We're asking you also to share Sheroic with your sisters, with your mama, with your auntie, with TT, with your neighbor. If you know a Black woman who can be part of this conversation, let us know. The last thing we have I want to talk to you about is I know we got a raffle. They're gonna pull the raffle name. So if you haven't, last chance for the raffle. I'm gonna ask you to join me in the team. Sheroic is not just me, y'all. You Sheroic, I'm Sheroic. The whole team at Ribbon is Sheroic. On February the 5th, we are having a Sheroic Speak Her Thon. We're going to be 12 hours, and we're looking for folks to help build out this space. If you know other Black women who have podcasts, who have a message, you know clinicians, folks who are doing things, you know some financial folks who can come be with us during the Speak Her Thon, please have them contact us. We have a few spaces left. We're going to be together for 12 hours. We are going out loud to make sure women are taken care of in 2026. And we're starting it off with her Speak Her Thon. You guys know this. We got something to say. We're building on something. So if you know another woman, I'm look I, I won't say that. Whether she's an influencer, whether she is your sister, someone who has something, a doctor, a politician who can speak to women, help us. If I'm looking for someone who's in finances, financial health, I'm finding a lot of us in financial challenges or even in investment spaces. I know some guys in investment spaces. I'm looking for a sister in investment spaces to come and spend time with us on February the 5th. We're going to have a speaker-thon. Black women, get ready. Set your date. For some of you guys that are local to the DMV, we're going to have a live opportunity where you can join us live. If you want to join us live, that same email is Sheroic at Ribbon 3. Someone will get back with you. If you want to join us live, we're going to send out invitations for folks to join us live. If you're in the DMV area, in the DC, Maryland area, join us live for the Speak Her Thon. We're going to have great time. We're going to have music. We're going to have comedy during the speaker-thon. It's going to be a full day of beautiful Black women who have chosen to speak out loud and unapologetically. I love it. I love it. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendar. The 5th. Hey, my team back there, somebody give me who won the raffle. I haven't seen it come through yet to tell us who won the raffle so that we can um get the winner. Let me see. I don't know where I don't see the raffle. I don't know where they at. They're gonna give it to me in just a moment. All right. Hey, the raffle went to Alicia Diggs. Hey, Alicia. Alicia Diggs went. There you go. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for being with us. I love it. I love it. Ladies, I don't know where these go to in Sheroic. I don't know where they go to. It is almost time to say goodbye for this time, but don't leave me yet. Don't leave me yet. Don't leave me. I want to again wish you a very happy new year. A happy, wonderful year. Enjoy, embrace 2025. It may be over, but it's not done. You started some good work in 2025. I want you to take that piece forward. Please don't leave all 2025 behind. You did some fabulous work in 2025. And I want you to know it was not for no reason. It's because you're heroic. Ladies, I'm Dr. Linda H. Scruggs. You've been here with me tonight for Sheroic Speaks. Please don't forget, we're here every first Thursday. It's 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, and 4:30 Pacific time. Tell a sister to join us. We're going to be marketing the Sheroic Speaks Speakerthon. We're going to pass the word. We want to flood the airways with Black women. Ladies, do me one more favor. You know it. Drop it in the chat. I am Sheroic because you are Sheroic. Have a wonderful, wonderful, intentional space. Don't forget to contact us at Sheroic at ribbon3.org. Ladies, have a wonderful evening. God bless you.